Pengennya sih pengen jadi dokter, cuma nggak kesampaian.
Risiko pernikahan dini itu sangat kompleks. Tidak hanya persoalan masalah belum kesiapan umur, tapi di situ ada persoalan sosial, ada persoalan ekonomi, ada persoalan psikologis. Yang kemudian kalau nanti setelah kawin itu justru akan menjadi bom waktu yang nanti akan dirasakan ketika setelah menikah.
Throughout 2022 to 2023, the Malang District Religious Court approved 2,351 marriage dispensation requests. Marriage dispensation is an avenue for the state to allow its citizens under 19 years old to marry in case of very urgent reasons. However, such a prerequisite is often disobeyed. On paper, marriage dispensations cannot be granted arbitrarily. There are specific guidelines for judges to adjudicate marriage dispensation requests. The request must be submitted by parents or guardians, not the child. After that, the child who wishes to be married must attend the dispensation court session with their prospective partners. They must be accompanied by their parents or guardians. During the court proceedings, the judge must outline the risk of early marriage using language that is easy for the children to understand.
Calon suami kan pekerjaannya juga masih itu penghasilannya 250 tadi, merokok tadi, belum lagi kalau punya anak, pasti itu tingginya ya. Apa itu waktunya masa depan.
Kalau dia menikah pada usia anak, dia akan menjadi putus sekolah karena sekolahnya putus. Akhirnya dia tentu saja mencari pekerjaan dan terjadi pekerja anak, dan upah adalah upah yang rendah, dan akhirnya kemiskinan ekstrim ini akan terus berlanjut. Belum lagi karena ketidaksiapan satu sama lain, akhirnya terjadi KDRT, dan akhirnya ini terus berlanjut.
Danis Wahyu experienced the tragedy of early marriage. This teenager bears an unusual status at his age, a widower. The household life he built while still under 18 years old crumbled in a short time, giving him life lessons that the foundation of marriage cannot be built haphazardly.
Kalau perjalanannya ya, kalau anak muda ya gitu. Ya kalau sekarang nikah ya, besoknya itu udah senang-senang dengan uang undangan itu. Kalau uang undangan habis ya udah.
Danis got married in 2020. Because he was underage before the solemnization, this elementary school graduate filed a marriage dispensation request at the Malang District Religious Court. The judge approved his request, even though Danis was unemployed with no income at all. During marriage, Danis lived in his in-laws' house. His life became more difficult, especially when his wife became pregnant. The calamity started. Arguments between them became inevitable.
Kalau saya tengkar itu selalu memojokkan lah istilahnya itu. Saya kayak kayak baratnya kayak nggak dianggap lah. Kalau nggak ada uang itu, aduh rasanya sumpek gitu.
Itu karena rumah tangga itu ya.
As the storm continued to plague their household, Danis and his wife decided to divorce in July 2022, 3 months after their child was born. However, child marriages do not only occur through marriage dispensations. In Indonesia, siri or unregistered child marriages are suspected to be even more prevalent. Like Nani's experience, at the age of 16, Nani was forced to marry secretly due to economic pressure. Her parent, Aci, asked her to marry to help support the family's economic condition.
Ya kan mak nggak ada yang nyari uang, pikiran mak biar ada yang bantu-bantu buat makan. Kalau mak sendiri kan emaknya udah kayak gini, sakit-sakitan terus. Buru-buru dia punya modal dia sekolah, makan juga mak susah.
But what Aci hoped for didn't happen. Her child's marriage could not raise her family's economic status. The son-in-law had no job, while Nani earned a living as a laundry worker. The economic pressure became more suffocating with Nani's pregnancy. During pregnancy, Nani never had a checkup. The nutritional needs of a pregnant mother were not met. Nani's child was born prematurely. The trap of poverty overwhelmed Nani as she struggled to meet her child's nutritional needs. Her husband still did not provide.
Waktu itu masih ada orang tuanya, ada yang bantuin. Terus dia kerjanya serabutan. Tapi setelah udah si Pa umur 1 tahunan, dia nggak kerja. Jadi mutusin buat pisah aja daripada nggak kerja.
Yet, as if not learning from experience, Nani's family pressured her to remarry shortly after divorcing her first husband. Tragically, the second marriage did not improve the situation. Nani's second family also did not provide.
Kalau bisa milih sih mending nggak dulu nikah lagi gitu. Om pengen ngurusin dulu si Pa. Tapi kan gimana, dari orang tua nggak boleh pacaran, ya udah nikah aja.
Early marriage due to poverty crushed Nani's dreams of higher education.
Pengennya sih pengen jadi dokter, cuma nggak kesampaian.
Pengen jadi dokter ya?
Iya.
Poverty is the common thread in the grim stories of child marriage. UNICEF, a specialized UN agency focused on child welfare, states that poverty is the primary driver of child marriage in developing countries. However, that's not the sole factor.
Tentunya banyak faktor penyebab. Yang pertama masih ada faktor budaya, adat dan budaya, faktor sosial. Faktor sosial ini artinya adalah pengaruh lingkungan. Jadi perilaku yang berpacaran anak-anak saat ini, yang pergaulan anak-anak sekarang ini yang mengandung resiko, sehingga muncul kehamilan yang tidak diinginkan. Dan juga ada pola asuh keluarga yang ini juga menyebabkan anak-anak akhirnya ingin mencari jati diri.
Child marriage is a disaster for the young generation. The government must take serious action to break this chain.